2, 1, go.
16379 putting themselves into position for the high goal in the front for the Red Alliance. Their alliance partner 17962, R2D2 is in the back of the alliance, working quickly. We also have 8365 Gearmasters completing that stack. Their alliance partner doing the same. Great start to this match.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Gearmasters capping that junction in the front with blue. And they're back one more time. 8365 doing the same. They didn't like that red was there. They put a little more blue on top. 16449 rather, Juniper Robotics into the blue substation to go and put their first cone. Where would it might be? Looks like capping another cone is going to be the name of the game for this semifinal. 16379 Kooky Bots going into the low goal for the Red Alliance. One minute left in the match. We have 8365. One more time on that front junction. We are getting close to what we've done before throughout today, having those junctions awfully high. Let's see if that happens now. There's a junction in the back, a short one that is pretty much done. It's capped so high. And the teams are slowing down just a minute. They're keeping an eye on that clock for this semifinal. And there is endgame. We have 17962. They picked up their beacon for the Red Alliance, and that is capped. Their alliance partner 16379 doing the same, and they're going after this back junction, not quite making it. Less than 15 seconds left in the match. We have a blue beacon on the front. Some robots dancing in the middle of the field. At 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What an exciting beginning of semifinals 1, match 1.
All right, here come the scores. Please. Flipping the switch on semifinal 1, match 1. It was a tie. It was a veritable tie. And very close for each of the categories: autonomous, driver controlled, and endgame. A penalty-free match ending in a tie. That pretty much does guarantee at least 3 matches in our semifinal.
Well, Abbas, I can't think of a better way to start this playoffs. 222 to 222 in this match. An absolutely incredible showing by both alliances. And an interesting comeback, too. What did you see in this match before we go to replay?
Yeah, no, let's just start from the beginning. You know, we saw blue and red go against each other. We saw Kooky Bots decide to go against Gearmasters, Ro2D2 go against Juniper Robotics. Was really interesting here. Looks like Gearmasters and Juniper Robotics able to pull off that perfect autonomous. They got all 12 cones on those medium poles, so a few less points for them. That'll be 24 less points overall, but they did secure all of those auto points, so that was huge for them. Kooky Bots looks like they got stuck on a signal sleeve in front of the junction. We'll see if they're able to do anything about that. Now, as we jump into the match, you know, just as it started, there's so many interesting things going on. You know, we see Kooky Bots finish off that stack. They're gonna place on that low junction right over here, and they do get it, and then they do that thing that they've been doing all day throughout qualifications. They go and start trying to play some defense over on on the Blue Alliance do slow them down a little bit, and this gives Rotu-D2 pretty much free reign of the field on their half, allowing them to put up some huge cycles. One thing that I think was really critical in this match, watching throughout it, basically the only junctions scored on were the ones scored on in autonomous, and then just 2 or 3 extra, right? And so I think where this comes from is that teams like doing a mirroring strategy, as they call it, so they don't want to place on a junction unless the opposite color already owns it, right? Otherwise, you're wasting that 6-point potential ownership swing. And I think that strategy resulted in this type of match where you only have like 5 or 6 junctions owned out of the possible 25 that there are. So very, very interesting. I mean, we saw how it ended. A tie is just absolutely insane.
Is that strategy you think that we're going to see? We're only seeing a few junctions scored on. Is that going to be pretty consistent through playoffs, or are there going to be a little bit of variance in matches?
Yeah, I think there'll be a little bit of variance. This isn't something that we've seen just like consistently throughout all the qualifications matches. Teams will just play on the auto junctions, but it'll be really interesting to see if this emerges as the dominant strategy.